All right, so let's talk about a past music video that you did called Believe. And that is an inspirational song for our magazine, youth in general, because you talk about faith, you talk about believing in oneself. So, I mean, it's probably a really, really past song that you did about about a year, 2 years ago?
3 or 4 years ago.
Okay, so that was in your early beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
So talk a little bit about that, and then we'll go on to this other question that relates to it.
Well, it was my last semester in college, and I was just kind of like, what am I going to do? I had this production deal that fell through, and I was just kind of working, and I sat down one night and I was like, what am I going to do with my life? Like, I don't, because there's times where you don't believe in yourself. There's times where you're like, do I really have what it takes? Like, everybody's doing this and this, and nothing's happening for me. And so I sat down at my piano and I was like, what would I say to myself if I stepped out of my body to make myself feel better? And that's how this song came about. And I was like, you just have to believe, you have to have faith, and know that things will work out. So I wrote that when I was a little depressed. But it helps. Even when I play it now, like, it brings me back to that, but it brings me back to the moment where I'm like, you know what, everything's gonna be okay. And so with the video, since I'm from New York, I wanted it to kind of represent, like, I don't know if you saw like Madison Square Garden in there.
I was looking at you play the piano.
The Brooklyn Bridge, like all that stuff. It's kind of just like paying homage to like my hometown and just where I came from. And, hopefully one day selling out Madison Square Garden.
Exactly, right? Radio City Music Hall. You never know.
Exactly.
You never know. Now, with that song, I noticed that you teamed up a year ago with an organization called Falling Whistles that supports peace in the Congo. What drew you to that cause and to support it initially?
Well, I just think I kept seeing these whistles that people were wearing around, and I was just like, oh, this is kind of cool. So I did some more research on it, and I found out they were based in LA, which is also cool. But I just like that they support, they're building schools and education and arts and trying to get these kids off the front line poor. And I'm all about like education, arts in schools, and just kind of expressing yourself, and whether it's sports, music, acting, whatever it is, to better your life for these kids. And it's sad, like some of the stories you hear of like them getting sent to the front lines of war with no weapons whatsoever, and being killed at like little boys, and so just anything. And so I just happened to come across that while I was doing research one day, and I was like, I really feel like something for that. And my song Believe, I was like, that would be kind of perfect to have the proceeds and cents, but something go to help their cause.
Their cause, absolutely.
I'd like to do more of that with more organizations in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds like something perfect for you.
Yeah.
So, where do you see yourself in 3 years' time?
With a Grammy.
Of course.
With a Grammy, maybe a world tour.
Okay.
Maybe not my own, maybe supporting acts, but just kind of touring the world and making music and just being happy, I guess. Being happy and continue to like be better, and I want to do like a clothing line. And, like, far as the business side, I'd love to have a clothing line and all that, fun stuff. But just living life, being happy, surrounded by good people, and a few Grammys.
Perfect. Now, this is partly the fun part, but what would you like to say to young adults worldwide about any tips? Because I know that you dance, and tips for young adults that want to learn how to dance, or land roles in films for dance films, or land their big break to dance for a celebrity as big as Mary J. Blige or whoever, right? So what are your tips for young adults that want to be in dance?
Just work hard, work hard, and don't listen to anybody. Like, I mean, as far as the negativity, because moving out here is so. I mean, I wasn't really fully in the dance scene, but I have a lot of friends that are on tour with Rihanna, performed with, Nicki Minaj, all these people, and so I hear stories and I'm around it, and I take class, and I've been in a few like dance shows out here, so I'm in it, but just believe in yourself and work and just be the best you can be, because I know even with music and dance, it's easy to compare yourself.
Absolutely.
There's a million other people that are doing the same exact thing as you do, so you need to find out what makes you unique and do that, and just tunnel vision, Take what other people say, but with a grain of salt,
in yourself, you support yourself, and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Go take class. Go try to see what shows. You know, even go network in a sense. Like go see your friends' shows. Go see, you know, find out what choreographers are. Like when I first moved out here, I didn't have a voice teacher. And I was like, who can I take out here? And I took in New York, I took in Boston. And so I just sat online. And I was like, who's Beyonce's voice teacher? Who's Michael Jackson's voice teacher?
Right.
Who's blah, blah, blah. And you know, you'd be surprised what you find on Google.
Right.
And I found
You found a lot on
I
Google.
found a lot, and I've been through a lot, and I finally found two that I like absolutely love, and it works, you know. That's just do your research. No,
Yes.
that will set you apart.
Absolutely.
That will give you opportunities.
Absolutely. Now, one of your music influences is Justin Timberlake. Now, did you attend the tour date that was at the Rose Bowl by chance a few weeks ago? You did.
Oh,
Talk a little bit about that experience.
I cried the whole time. Not because he's a fine gentleman, but just the experience of like knowing that I want to be on stage like that and seeing somebody can move the crowd. Like how many people fit in the Rose Bowl? Like 50,000, 40, 50,000,
Yeah, something
60?
like that. Mm-hmm.
They're all singing the same words.
Right.
Like all different races, ethnicities. Like there's this little white chick in front of me. Had to be no older than like 9 years old. She's singing Jay-Z songs.
Wow.
Like and holding up the rock sign. I'm like, you're 9 and it's so weird. But it just goes to show you that music transcends anything.
Yeah, music is life.
Anything.
You know?
Exactly. And it brings people together. And to be able to write something and perform and affect somebody in a positive manner like
Yeah.
that, that's just, I don't know, that's like really emotional for me. My friends are like, why are you crying? I'm like, I don't know, it's just so good. Seriously,
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
It was a great concert. Did you happen to go?
No. I was reflecting on all the ones that did go. Or I saw a couple of things on, you know, Entertainment Tonight or so forth and so on. So, but yeah, I know it was a blast. I'm catching the next one.
Good.
It's gonna be here in what, November or something like that. Yeah. So I'll catch the next one.
There you go.
Now, the House of Blues has housed many great talents like yourself, and you were one of them. So tell us about that experience and what songs you performed and how many people came out and all that.
That was fun. That was fun. It actually wasn't it was the House of Blues, but it was the foundation room.
Okay.
So it was like a little bit more, it's like, I'd never been there. I never performed there before.
Mhm.
It's actually super classy and like rustic feeling. It's like a cool, like kind of like
So
an old
intimate setting.
cigar type feel room, you know, when you go like gentlemen sit around and like so that's what I got from it. They got
Okay.
like lounges and little like
wow.
things. It was cool.
Okay.
But it was for my friend Nagi's like first like ever event called the B-side. And he was like, "You want to play with the band?" And I was like, "For sure, like let's do it." And it was cool. It was a good turnout. I would say maybe like 150 people.
Oh, wow.
were there. But it's a small venue. It's a small room, so that actually it was packed with that many, and it was cool. Like I love playing with the band because I just love musicians, and my band, like everybody was killing it. It was just a fun like vibe, you know, to just chill and make everybody dance and like looking out and seeing people dancing. It's so cool. Like they're dancing and they're singing my songs.
That's
So-
got to be the best feeling. And then
Yeah.
also too, your songs are, you know, being possibly played on radio and stuff like that. So that's got to be awesome.
No heartbreak songs. I didn't sing any heartbreak songs.
Good.
So that's good. I
Good.
sang all like songs that actually aren't on my EP. The
Okay.
only one I sang was Painkiller, but all the other ones I want to try to release, you know, as singles and stuff. Upbeat, positive,
Right.
dancing songs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no more heartbreak songs.
Exactly. New leaf.
Right.
Exactly.
Now, August 26th, you're going to be performing in Van Nuys at the Ireland 32 Pub. Talk about the venue and what songs you'll be performing off the Expressions EP.
I actually never been to the venue. I don't know what it's like.
All right.
But
you're gonna do a test run, no?
I'm gonna do a test run, show up and
okay.
see what it's like.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess I playing like 3 or 4